Good afternoon, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here I am back for some Mariners baseball as the Mariners came off of a very significant victory yesterday off of the bat of Mitch Garver and excellent pitching by the Mariners overall of Logan Gilbert with the exception of an inning, and the Mariners bullpen combined with Eduardo Bizardo, Matt Brash, and Andres Munoz. And now Mariners are back for game 2 of this 3-game series against the Kansas City Royals. And to highlight for myself, I am now achieved at 35 streams this season, and the magic number is now 65. As of now, by the time I get to the month of July, I am on pace for 55 live streams. Unbelievable achievement that it will be. And now we're getting ready for some Mariners baseball, and as of now, Mariners are the favorite to win. Here is the starting lineups. We got J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Randy Arozarena, Luke Raley, Cole Young, Dom Canzone, Johnny Pereda, and Colt Emerson. Now let's hope that Johnny Pereda, he was actually hero from the 3rd game of the series, actually hit a home run. And now here is the starting lineups for the Kansas City Royals. I'll go to the pitchers. We got Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, Salvador Perez, Jensen, Caglione, Collins, Michael Massey, and Isbell. Pitchers are going to be George Kirby and Stephen Kolek. And I actually do have Stephen Kolek on my fantasy baseball team, so I do look forward to be getting at least 5 strikeouts because that might just happen. And speak of, I got to know who the pitcher is for tomorrow's game. Let's find out. All I got to do is just look at the schedule. As for Sunday, here are the pitchers. We've got Seth Lugo. I'm going to see if Seth Lugo is available because I do need him because my fantasy baseball team is an absolute disaster this week. I'm getting just absolutely destroyed by the McLovin. Not McLovin, the macaroni and cheese, and he has been an absolute dominant force. And I'm telling you, dominant force for Kansas City. And I have every bit of desperation in need for a victory because I am losing by an astronomical amount. Like, I'm being dominated on the pitching side. I'm being dominated on the pitching side. Ugh. It looks like I am pretty much just falling behind from him. Nothing is really going to change, unfortunately. And now we are waiting for that first pitch. I'm going to start hitting up some commercials. Getting ready for the game. We are here at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. The stadium's been around since the 1970s. It's amazing that they still have this amazing longevity. Excuse me. And thankfully, Kansas City is using a right-handed pitcher, but just be aware that they will use lefties eventually because everyone knows that Mariners have a huge amount of struggle against lefties. And I'll just say this, like, even if they make the playoffs, they cannot continue doing this whole platoon thing. It is just not going to work. I just don't see it working at all. Stephen Kolek is now on the mound, and he is getting ready for that first pitch. And that first pitch will be brought to you by SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports. Get your $20 off. And now here is the first pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right on the first pitch. And that is going to be out. That was hit by J.P. Crawford, fielded by Pasquantino. And now there is one out. Next up is going to be Julio Rodriguez. Now here is Julio. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Probably should have challenged that because it did look like an obvious. I mean, from the TV, it would say otherwise. It would say. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike two. Absolutely awful swing by Julio Rodriguez. Now here's the 0-2, now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to not so deep at all. Very shallow. Who's got it? Third baseman's got it. That was Garcia, and he makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 outs already. That was Garcia who made the catch. Now it's going to be Josh Naylor up to the plate, who didn't play yesterday, but now he's back on the starting lineup. It was very impressive that the Mariners were able to sneak away a victory without Josh Naylor. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. The catcher really tried to sell that frame. That's going to be a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a fly ball to not so deep right field. And he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. So I'm going to be doing my standard, I guess I'll do my standard 10 push-ups and 10 squats during this commercial break.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up. Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
And we are back from the break. Now it's George Kirby that's going to be on the mound. It's going to be to Garcia. And that is going to be a ball. That was on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. As we're now at 1-0, and now here is the pitch. Now it's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit, and that could be extra bases. And if Randy Arozarena was just hustling, that would actually just been held to a single. And where was the hustle from both Julio and Randy Arozarena? They have absolutely shown no hustle at all. Randy Arozarena's lack of hustle literally turned a single to a double. Now that's very concerning. And now we've got Bobby Witt Jr. up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that is going to be swing and a miss. He went chasing. As now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Runner will go to third. Not much time. Here's the throw to first. And that was just wide. And now you've got the runners on first and third with the worst part of it, nobody out. This is a very concerning. It was a great effort by Emerson, but the throw was wide, and looks like he was going to outrun him anyway. Now here's Pasquantino up to the plate. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Runner will score. Maybe double play ball. And J.P. Crawford drops the ball. He drops it, and nobody is out. And now that's not only that going to score in a run, which would have anyway, but now they just lost the double play opportunity, and they don't even get the out. That play just proved why J.P. Crawford should not be on the Mariners anymore. Like, pay attention. That was just absolutely atrocious. Now the pitch, and now it's going to be a throw to third. And he is safe. Bobby Witt Jr. is safe, and you would think that was a double steal. And that was a... Yep, that's going to be runners on second and third. Now we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. It's going to be 1-1. Now we're at 1-1. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and is there going to be a play at first? Throw to first, that's going to be in time. So they finally get the first out. And I would actually do the intentional walk just to get into a double play if necessary. But I don't think they're going to. Now here's Jansen up to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is strike one. As we're at 0-1. That's going to be missing it for a ball. That's going to be 1-1. Now we're at 1-1, the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. That's going to score another run. And Josh Naylor gets the first. That's going to be in time. but another run scores. That's Bobby Witt Jr. And now Kansas City has a 2-0 lead. And you can absolutely thank Randy Arozarena and J.P. Crawford for their atrocious defending, which is why they're now down 2-0. Take the series tomorrow. Let's win now. Yeah, J.P. Crawford is atrocious. Bad defense, absolutely. I know. They cannot lose this series against Kansas City. They just can't. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Just absolutely embarrassing. As now we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And now there's going to be a ground line drive. That's going to get through for a base hit. Runner comes home. He's going to go home. And the throw on the plate is going to be not in time. And now it's going to be a 3-0 lead for Kansas City. Man, and I mean, just think about it. There's 2 outs. Like, maybe if JP caught a freaking ball, it would maybe be like 1 or 2-0. Like, JP's defense is absolutely atrocious. And Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Location at the heart of the plate. That's a point to make. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike and throw to second and not in time. Now runners at second base. Absolutely just a brutal first inning already. Now we're at 1-2. And that's going to be low for a ball. As now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. That's going to retire the side. But an absolutely disgraceful first inning. And you can thank this first starting with Randy Arozarena's lack of hustle, which got Kansas City the extra base. And also you can thank J.P. Crawford for not being able to catch a ball. I'm going to put that. Factors on why the Royals scored 3 runs in the first. Randy Arozarena's lack of hustle on a single, which turned into a double. J.P. Crawford's inability to catch a ball, which could have saved at least 1 run. I'm also ChatGPT. As we have commercial breaks still going on. And we are back from the break. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right center field, but that's just going to be way too easy. And Caglione makes the catch, and that is going to be one away. Now it's Luke the Nuke Rayleigh up to the plate. Hopefully he can nuke something because they're going to need it. Luke Rayleigh is batting .258 with 10 home runs and 27 RBIs. Now here's Luke. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball, and Luke Rayleigh's going to have to hustle this. And now the throw to first. And that is going to be in time. And I think they want to, and Luke Rayleigh wants it to be challenged. He thinks he has a case, but I don't know. I think it's just cutting it close at best. Let's see if he actually made it. No, I think I don't think they're going to. Nope, they're not going to challenge it. Not worth the challenge on that one. Or they're still reviewing it, so the challenge is actually going forward. I mean, I don't think there was a case for it. Oh, Luke Rayleigh's actually saved. He actually does have a case. So it looks like Luke Rayleigh is safe and will remain on first base. And now here's Cole Young up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit. That's going to get Luke Rayleigh to third base, and he is still running, hustling. And now we got runners at the corner on a nice hit by Cole Young. And now this sets up beautifully for Dom Canzone, and maybe some damage can be done. I mean, I get what you mean, but you can't just say it's over after just. I mean, Kansas City is a hittable team, so we can't. We got to factor that too. And now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Now it's 1-0 the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch, Now here's going to be a ground ball, double play ball throw to home. And now they just caught Luke Raylan a rundown. And that's going to be a very unique double play. Just atrocious base running by Luke Rayleigh. And now they just completely wasted a pretty good inning. And Badman says, and by the way, they left 2 runners on base. So that means I'm going to be doing 20 push-ups and 20 squats. First, after these messages, well, I'm still going to do it during it because someone thinks I have an OF account because of how I do the workouts. Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thing.
Just did some workout. That was 20 squats and 20 push-ups. Now I'm at, that was 10. So far I'm at 30 push-ups today. And now we are back from the break. This is Michael Massey. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. As we're at 1-2 for George Kirby against Michael Massey. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 1-2. And now we're still at 1-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. This could be trouble. That's going to get through for a base hit. And the nightmare continues for the Mariners as George Kirby, this is second straight inning without a clean inning. And this could be a really long game for the Mariners if they cannot tighten this up. And they've already proven that they cannot tighten it up at all. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now it's 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul off the foot, and that's going to be 1-2. Because now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball, 2-2. As we're at still 2-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. Could be double play ball. Throw to second and a throw to first. And that's going to be in time for the double play. And now there's 2 outs. It's a good way to make up for that base hit going against the Mariners. Now here's Garcia, now back to the top of the lineup. Now here is the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 1-1. Now that's a good inning for the Mariners. As now they're going to go to the top of the third. With that being still 3-0 Kansas City. I don't see it happening because, yeah, Wilson B 11-21. I don't see it happening because there's just he has a contract up to 2028, might be into 2027 with a mutual. But the problem is, I don't know. Because in order to deal Castillo, the Mariners are going to have to give up a top 15 prospect, in my opinion, or at least anyone decent to get rid of Castillo. And it may also include trying to eat the contract anyway. And also, Castillo has to waive that no trade clause, too. So Mariners are really just stuck with him at this point. Unless he's willing to play in the bullpen, which I still think he could be an effective relief pitcher. But I don't know. I have my doubts, but I don't think, who's really going to want him at this point? Because he's already been proven that he cannot be a starter. And now we are back from the break. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball to Pareda. And that's going to be a swing and a foul ball. And that's going to be up high for a ball, 2-1 for Pareda. Now we're at 2-2. The pitch outside for a ball. Now we're at 3-2 for Pareda. Now it's going to be a fly ball to center field. And he's going to make the catch, and that's going to be one away. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Still at 0-1. I wonder what's going on right now. We got 1-1. It's 2 outs. Now the pitch to Crawford, and that's going to be a strike. I mean, it doesn't even show me what Colt Emerson did. Because now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line ground ball, throw to first in time. And that's going to retire the side. A brutal 1-2-3 inning for Kansas City against the Mariners. And now we go to the bottom of the third, and all is looking absolutely hopeless. That means 10 push-ups and 10 squats. Or actually, I'll just do maybe just the regular workout.
We're making half pineapple, half tiki tiki with barbecue chicken. You put the garlic. Put the pineapple on the whole pizza. Remember, they want half pineapple, and the one is going to be tiki tiki. Tiki tiki with pineapple, garlic, feta cheese, artichoke hearts, and the chicken. And we're gonna spread some barbecue on top. And it's ready. Put it on the oven. Let it run.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May. All right, I am back. Now the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball for Bobby Witt Jr. That's going to be foul ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a blooper, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And for the third consecutive inning, it is another not clean inning. Just absolutely brutal. Now there's past Quintino. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. As now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As that is 1-1. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. That is now 2-1. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm expecting to be back tomorrow for the Mariners game because I'm already feeling hopeless for this one. As now we're at 2-1. And the throwback to first, it's going to be not in time. So we're at 2-1. Now we're at 3-1. Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a line drive. And Julio's going to drop it. Let it drop again. And now it's runners on first and second. And just going to be another disastrous inning for the Mariners. There are already 2 runners on with nobody out. Just absolutely brutal. Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that is going to be strike 1. Got Salvador Perez up to the plate. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a fly ball to right field, but Luke Raley's there. He makes the catch, but tagging at second is Bobby Wood Jr. He's going to go to third base. Now you got runners on the corner, first and third, with just 1 out. It's not something that you want to see. Not at all. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. As now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up. And this might bring in the run. Here's a Rosarena. And tagging at third is Bobby Witt Jr. And now the throw to the plate and is not in time. And once again, an atrocious throw by Randy Rosarena. I mean, everyone knows, like, when the ball goes to Randy Rosarena, no matter what, just run. If the ball goes to Randy Rosarena and you're at third, no matter how shallow it is, just you can literally jog and you'll still make it. That's how bad of a defensive player Randy is. Now it's 4-0, and it continues to just get more brutal. Now here's Caglione, and that's going to be a low for a ball. That was a knuckle curve. That's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. As now we're at 2-2. Looks like Side has been retired. I guess. Just had no idea what was going on because the camera just keeps going from one place to the other.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
Four nothing now. And this game continues to be extremely frustrating. And we are back from the break. Here's Julio Rodriguez. Can he actually step up and does what he normally does in Kansas City? Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball foul. That's going to be 1-1. As we're at 1-1. And now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop, Bobby Wood Jr. Throw to first. That's going to be in time. And once again, Julio's literally just jogging the first base. Now we got Josh Naylor up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that's going to be outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And who's got it? And he has it, makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 away. Now here is, that's going to be 0-1. That's going to be a strike on Randy Arozarena. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Check swing. Does he go? He does not. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. Now we're at 2-2 for Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and this will do it for this inning. And he's there. He makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. Now it's time for me to do some 35-second planks. Let me know how I do on the planks. Three, 2, 1, start. Ooh. Yeah, they really can't hit. Oh, Astros won. That's just great. Now I just got to do a full body workout. And we are back from the break. Mariners are still down 4-0. That's going to be missing it for a ball. As now it's 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball, 2-1. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Easy play. Throw to first. It's going to be in time. And that's going to be one away. Now it's Michael Massey up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball. It's going to be 0-2. Now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Tossed over the first. That's going to be in time. That's going to be 2 away. 2 easy plays so far. Now here's Isbell, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss. As we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. He does not go either. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a fly ball and fouled, way fouled, but that was beautifully hit. Could have gone anywhere. Now we're at 2-2. Now it's going to be a ground ball to Cole Young again. Throw to first. That's going to be in time, and that is going to retire the side. But, however, Mariners are still down 4-0, unfortunately.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up. Run up. Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go!
And we are back from the break. Now here is Rayleigh, and he's going to be missing it. That's going to be a strike. As now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. As we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. And now here's going to be a blooper, and that is going to be a base hit for Luke Rayleigh. And now he gets on first base with a leadoff single. Pitch. And that's going to be a strike for Cole Young. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. We're at 0-2 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. It's going to be way up high for a ball. Now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Way low for a ball. That nearly hit Cole Young. And that's going to be 2-2. And throw back to first, and Luke Rayleigh gets back in time. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Because now we're at 3-2 for Cole Young. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a double play ball. Throw to second. And the throw to first. Not in time. So basically, fielder's choice. Nothing of progress to be done there. Now we got Dom Canzone up to the plate. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike one. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. So now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. As we're at 2-1. As we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to get anywhere going. Makes the catch, and that's going to be 2 away. Now it's Johnny Parade up to the plate. As we're at 0-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. As we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. As now we're at 1-2. And now the pitch. And that gets away, and that's going to be a free bagger. And he might be going to third base. He's still going to run, and the throw to third, and that's going to be not even close. And Cole Young really tried, but that little bit of over-aggressiveness is just not going to do it. That's just what's going to cost you. He thought he had a chance because there was not much activity, but now it's going to be retiring the side. Just absolutely embarrassing. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do 10 push-ups and 10 squats, so I definitely do O. Let's see if I can do 10 squats at least. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 push-ups. Oh. Now we are back from the break. That's funny. Just need a field goal and an extra point to tie this thing up. That's hilarious. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's just going to be missing it for a ball. It's an absolutely frustrating game. It's just offense is just unwatchable. It's boring offense. Now we're at 2-1. Mariners did the challenge, and it's actually going to be 1-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. So now we're at 2-2 on Garcia. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be strike 3, and that's going to be 1 away. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. And I like how Bobby Witt Jr. is not even willing to challenge because he's like, yeah, they don't deserve. I don't have to. That's how much disrespect that is. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As now we're at 0-2. Now the pitch. Missing it for a ball. That's going to be 1-2. Now the 1-2. And that's going to be popped up or fly ball to right field and fouled. That was actually pretty close to be a home run. As now we're at 1-2. Now here's a fly ball to center field, but Julio's going to be there and he makes the catch. And that's going to be 2 away. Here's Pasquantino up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and this is probably going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Julio is there and makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. Well, I just came across of a random video. Maybe I'll show it. I mean, it's on the public sphere anyway. Let's see what this guy says about J.P. Crawford is what he's talking about. I'm going to have a listen to it. He's ranting about J.P. Crawford.
So I just want to say something for the Mariner fans who keep defending J.P. Crawford. Okay, so you have a guy here who can't play defense. He's absolutely terrible in the field. And I don't want to hear about his WRC plus or his on-base percentage or any of that. He's got it. He is continuously around a 700 OPS. He's fluctuating between like 680 to 715, and he's back under 700. This is a guy who has no glove, none at all. And his one skill set is drawing walks, but he can't steal bases. He doesn't run fast. He doesn't do anything. And I've seen people talk about they want to put JP at DH. The guy sucks. He can't hit. He can only walk. He has no power, doesn't hit for extra bases. Occasionally he'll get a little streak where he gets some bloop singles going and he walks, so it'll inflate his OPS, and people cream their pants over his WRC plus. I don't want to hear it, dude. The guy fucking sucks. Like, yeah, okay, you take that WRC plus if you're.
And we are back from the break. I'll finish the rest of it during commercial break. Now it's Johnny Pareda up to the plate. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Now here's Pareda. As now we're at 1-1 to Pareda. Now the pitch. And check swing. What does he's even doing? That should have been a strike just for the stupidity of it. And that makes the catch, and that's going to be 1 out. Got to have your knees squatting at... you want me to do 90 degrees, huh? Well, I'll be doing another 10 and 10 after this. Now we got Cole Emerson. Now the question is, can Cole Emerson provide any kind of a spark the Mariners desperately need? Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be foul ball, strike 2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. That's going to be 0-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball right over the head of the pitcher. Now the throw to first. And that's going to be in time. And what's with the Mariners with their horrible luck? Just barely getting beat out. And Dan Wilson's desperate. Looking for maybe a challenge. Yeah, he's out anyway. Yep, and that's going to be 2 outs. Now here's J.P. Crawford. Now here's JP. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. It's a very uninspiring game thus far. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Now the pitch. Now there's going to be a ground ball right to Bobby Witt Jr. Tossed over to first in time, and that's going to be another 1-2-3 inning for Kansas City. And now I'm going to do my 10 squats and my 10 push-ups. You want me to do 90 degrees, don't you? There, you happy? Oh, 10 push-ups. That's right. Wait, is it the 7th inning? I gotta sing the 7th inning stretch. Middle of the 6th. Oh! Maybe I'll feel healthier after this game of disaster. Because the Mariners torture me all the time. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And that should be playable for Josh Naylor. And he's there and he makes the catch. And that is going to be one away. Now here's Jansen. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. Going to be. That's going to be low for a ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 1-2 the pitch. And now here's going to be a line drive. And how did Rayleigh not get to that? I mean, that's how lost the game really is. Like when no one's hustling, even Luke Rayleigh, that's when you know that this game is pretty much over. I hate saying it, but that's just what it is. Now the pitch to Caglione. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-0. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. We got a man on first base, by the way. Yeah, because Luke Raley just wouldn't catch the ball. So we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be popped up, but that's going to be well out of play. So now we're at 1-2. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball, no double play. Throw to first in time because of the stolen base attempt. This game has become just completely unwatchable. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. By the way, on J.P. Crawford's defense, he is at negative 6 runs saved. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He's going to try to go home, and he's going to make it home. Throw the plate. Not in time. And now it's going to be 5-0. As Kansas City is just absolutely running away with it, and they are going to challenge the call. I think they have a department that they actually believe that that's actually has a challengeable case. Now they are looking at it officially, especially on a very lost game. Oh, he's safe by a mile. A waste of a challenge that was. It's just Pareda cannot get to the tag. That's when you know that they're just absolutely desperate. Yeah, he is safe. They're trying to review it on every angle, but it does not look like a challengeable call. I think he's out. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And it's Michael Massey. It's 5-0. Can pretty much just accept that this game is just over. There's no way Mariners are going to come back. Got some activity in the bullpen. But does it really matter? Now the pitch. And now it's going to be a strike. Throw back to first. And Naylor drops the ball. And now you're going to still have that runner on first base. And now it's going to be a base hit to center field. And Julio has the ball, but it doesn't. Oh, my goodness. Now we got runners on first and third with still 2 outs. But I think this is where you have to pull out Kirby. But they're not. I think they're going to save their bullpen until tomorrow because there's just no point of just burning the bullpen. Might as well just save it till tomorrow, especially if this game is pretty much lost. Now here's Isbell. Now the pitch. And that's going to be missing it for a ball. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Cole Young. Throw to first in time. And that's going to retire the side. I will be right back because I don't want to say it.
Senor, tell me how you make a thin crust Sahara pizza.
With your hands. Cornmeal.
Hello, baseball fans. I'm excited to announce that we are still offering 50% off pizza and 25% off bowling Monday and Tuesdays. Head on over to Snoqualmie Sahara Pizza. This deal will go through May.
And that's how you make a Sahara pizza. Beautiful thin crust.
And we are back from the break. That's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1 for Julio Rodriguez. And now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. That's going to be ball 1. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. As now we're at 1-2. We're at 1-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. As we're still at 1-2. Now the pitch. It's going to be way outside for a ball, 2-2. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be inside for a ball. By the way, I just realized we got a runner on first base. How did I not pay attention to that? Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 2-0. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a foul ball. As Julio's at first base right now. Percentage of runs via home runs of the month of May is the Mariners, most in the major leagues. 62% of their runs come from the home run. They literally live and die by the home run. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a double play ball. Go to second, go to first. And that's going to be in time for the double play. And now it's going to be 2 outs. That sounds about right. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a line drive right to the left fielder, and that's going to make the catch. Retiring the side. And we will go into the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's time to sing the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. I really don't. So let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. Oh, it's already a shame they lost. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hello, way. Oh no, said we gotta go. Yeah. Low way. Oh, baby, said we gotta go. A fine little girl. She waiting for me. No, she's not. Gotcha, ship. Alone. Yeah, I'm done. And we are back from the break. It's going to be some Kansas City offense that's going to be on the way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Not at all. George Kirby is done for the day. Now they're going to the bullpen. He's on 92 pitches. Now here's Garcia from Hoppe. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a line drive caught by Josh Naylor. And now that is going to be 1 out. Now the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. And I forgot to do my 10 push-ups and my 10 squats. Now the pitch. It's going to be 1-1. Now the pitch. And that is going to be their first strike. As we're now at 1-2 for Bobby Witt Jr. Now the pitch. It's going to be up high for a ball. That's going to be 2-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a blooper. And that is going to be caught by Julio Rodriguez. And that's going to be one away. Now the pitch. Low. Oh, that gets away. By the way, there is 2 outs. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the 1-1. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to left center field, but Julio is there. He makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners bullpen, which is good, but the Mariners are still down 5-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
Try our delicious burgers today. Satisfy your cravings with our mouth-watering burgers. Double cheeseburger with classic double beef patties with melted cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onion and house sauce, a fresh, flavorful delight. Double bacon cheeseburger, crispy bacon, fried onions, barbecue sauce, and double cheese. Double guacamole bacon burger, double cheese, crispy bacon, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and our special house sauce. Pair any burger with fries with an ice-cold drink for the perfect meal. Come down and taste the difference. You can only find these burgers at our Snoqualmie Mexican food truck.
Now let's go back to that video.
Your name's Cole Young, but not if your name's JP Crawford, who's making what, 12-13 million dollars a year, and he can't field at all. Like, have some fucking standards on what you expect out of your players. And I'm seeing all these fans getting it, like, you know, nostalgic and, oh, JP, he wants to be a Mariner for life. How cute is that? You can't criticize this team for being a team that cares about promotions and bobbleheads and hot dog from heaven when you yourself are like getting emotional over JP wanting to be a Mariner his whole career. The guy sucks, dude. He sucks. He's soft. I mean, he goes on Twitter and he tweets it.
Now here's a fly ball to right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit as we are back from the break. And Luke Raley actually gets a double. He hustled it. Maybe something that Julio and someone Randy Arozarena should be doing. Elbow's got to be... Man, bad man. You are a bad man. Now here's Cole Young up to the plate. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball that will move to Luke Raley to third and gets to first base, and that's going to be one away. Now it's going to be Dom Canzone up to the plate. Now here's Canzone. Now the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. That's going to be 1-0. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Now here's Dom Canzone. Now the pitch. Low for a ball, but nearly gets away, sort of. But Luke Raley doesn't go anywhere. And now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up and fouled. Well out of play. As now we're at 2-2 for Dom Canzone. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Like, what are you swinging at? I mean, are you really serious? 0-2 pitch.
You gotta love these guys.
I mean, he literally just swing. He literally just swinged at the dirt. Now here's Johnny Pareda. Now the pitch. Way outside for a ball. I mean, if the Mariners cannot get even one run on this, it'll just be absolutely embarrassing. Now we're at 1-0. And now the pitch. Low for a ball. That's going to be 2-0. I mean, it's not like Pareda is really going to do much at all. As we're here in the top of the 8th inning, Kansas City is up 5-0. Like, this is just one of those, just a really boring loss for the Mariners again. As we're at 2-0, the pitch. And that's going to be in there, first strike, 2-1. Now we're at 2-1. Now the pitch. Check swing. Does he go? He does not. Now the 3-1. Now it's still going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. And who's got it? You would think someone's got it. Way out of play. Now we're at 3-2. It's going to be the full count. You would hope that they're going to just go for a walk, but I wouldn't be so sure about it. Now we're at 3-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to get it done once again. And he makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. I owe another 10 push-ups and 10 squats.
His name and blocks fans who criticize his bitch ass. He's a punk bitch. He sucks. If I saw him in person, I'd tell him, you suck, dude. You're not good. Like, congrats on making millions of dollars off a couple good seasons in your career. You're a major leaguer. Nobody can take that from you. But you're not good anymore, dude. You're not. You suck. You can't field. You can't even catch a fucking baseball in second. It's not just his throwing. You can't catch a fucking baseball, dude. He sucks. How many more times do I need to say it? He sucks. S-U-C-K-S. Sucks with an exclamation point.
Yep, that's how someone feels about JP Crawford, and I do too. We are now back from the break. Now here's Davila. He's now on the mound. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And the fact that they're not even challenging it shows how much this game really is over and how much Kansas City knows that they're going to win this game. Just the disrespect. Now we're at 0-1 the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. Now we're at 1-1. Now the pitch. Way inside for a ball. And that's going to be swing and a miss. Or swing and a foul. It's going to be strike 2 or swing and a miss. Now the pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball right to Emerson. Throw to first. It's going to be in time, and that is going to be one away. That's going to be a foul ball. Now here's Jansen. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now the pitch. And that's going to be up high for a ball. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. Now we're at 2-2 the pitch. Low for a ball. As now we're at 3-2. Still 3-2. Now the pitch. Way up high for a ball. And that's going to be ball 4. Take your base. Now the pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. That's Caglione. That's going to be 0-1 with a man on first base. It's been, again, disastrous game for the Mariners. Like almost no clean innings, and the offense has left several men on base. Just not even good power display by the Mariners either. It's just an absolute joke of a game that it has been. Now the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. Now the pitch. It's going to be a foul ball. Now we're at 2-2. Caglione is 1 for 3. And this game is just pretty much just running away. So now we're at 2-2 for Caglione. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3. And that's going to be 1 away. For tomorrow's game, it's going to be Brian Wu versus Seth Lugo. And I wonder how any of my players did. Or at least any of my pitchers. Kolek only got me 1 strikeout. Just pathetic. But he's going to get me a free win, basically. And that's going to be a foul ball. We got Isaac Collins, now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Who was 1 for 3 today. I think I got some comments. 8 strong innings from Kolek. Didn't get me enough strikeouts, though, so it's not really going to help my fantasy baseball team much, but he is going to get me a win. Now the pitch. Now we're at 2-1. Maybe going for the complete game shutout. He just might. You just never know. Hope it at least includes strikeouts. As now we're at 2-1. That's gonna be a strike. It's gonna be strike 2. So now we're at 2-2. Or 3-1. And that's going to be fouled again. It's going to be now full count 3-2. Mood of this game is pretty much dead at this point. 3-2. Now the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4, take your base. And they're going to do the challenge because that's how desperate the Mariners really are on a 5-0 just massacre. And let's see what the challenge says. Yep, that's going to be ball 4, take your base. Now you got runners on first and second. Now we got runners on first and second with nobody out. Or 2 outs, sorry. 2 outs. That's how out of the zone I am about this game because, I mean, when the Mariners give me nothing to hope for, I mean, what do you expect? Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Now we're at 0-1. Now the pitch. Now here's going to be a ground ball right to Josh Naylor. He goes to the bag. And that's going to retire the side. Last try for the Mariners. Hopefully my kind of offense on my softball game can inspire the rest. Inspire the Mariners to score 6 runs, because that won't happen.
There you go. Good hit. Go home. Go home. Woo.
Ooh.
Yes, you're up.
Roll to third. There you go. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, go, go, go! Go home, go home! Stay a second! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, let's go! Run! That's 3.
And we are back from the break. Your softball team can beat this Mariners squad. Look, okay, let's be a little bit more realistic. My softball team, that church softball team, no disrespect to them because I love them. Now the pitch, that's going to be a ball. The only exciting thing is Cole Emerson is the hitter. No, they would get their butts whooped in a regular softball league. This is a church softball league. So let's not kid around. Now the pitch, that's going to be low for a ball. 2-0. Good eye by Cole Emerson. And he does have a good eye with the ball, so we got to give him that. Now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. Mariners are down to their last 3 outs until this game is over. Tomorrow will be Brian Wu against Seth Lugo. Now we're at 2-2. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. We're at 2-2 now. Still at 2-2. Cole Emerson has reached base safely in the first 5 games of his MLB career. So there's one exciting thing to look at. Now the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball. As we are at 2-2. Still 2-2 for Emerson. It's been a pretty long at bat. Emerson's trying to stay alive with it. Now the pitch, swing and a miss at the dirt for strike 3, and that's going to be one away. Now here is J.P. Crawford. Now the pitch, outside for a ball. Now the pitch, and now it's going to be a fly ball to left field, but that's going to be caught by the left fielder, and the Mariners are now down to their final out. And you know that Julio is just going to try to hit the crap out of it just to get a home run, because we already know like this game is pretty much lost. Now it's just a formality until we get to the final score, which is 5-0. Julio's going to be up. He is their last chance. More like the only thing I care about if he just hits a home run. That's really it. Fans are up on their feet. Now the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. Julio walked in the 7th inning. He's batting .258 for the season, as we're at 1-0. Now the pitch, and that's going to be fly ball to center field, and that is going to do it. He is there. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Mariners just absolutely an embarrassment, lose 5-0. They've only amounted to 4 hits. They committed an error that should have been blamed on J.P. Crawford. I heard that they blamed it on Cole Young. Royals with 9 hits. And to go further, Kolek had 2 strikeouts. And he actually pitched a complete game, believe it or not. He pitched a complete 4-hit shutout. How embarrassing. Mariners got shut out and complete gamed by a +4 ERA starter. I repeat, Mariners got shut out and complete gamed by a +4 ERA starter. How embarrassing. Mariners went, yeah, this is embarrassing. Yeah, I'm going to do my 10 squats and 10 push-ups again. Oh, hello, Ian Vick from Australia. How you doing? Getting ready for the World Cup, I am, because I don't even have anything to look forward to that, because the Mariners or South Korea is going to get absolutely annihilated in that World Cup. All right, I am going to take off. This game was nothing more than radiation for me. I'm out of here. Okay, thank you. Flick of the switch. Pretty much. All right, I'm taking off. Hit that like button, subscribe, donation if you can. Thank you. You have 44 seconds left to make a donation.
Since 2022, I have been building the Rooftop Sports YouTube channel, and I want to thank all of you for your support and engagement. Without all of you, there is no Rooftop Sports. Now, if you would like to take your support to the next level, join my exclusive YouTube membership program for just $5 a month. Get first access to new videos, ad-free content, and exclusive insights from my fantasy sports, as I do play many fantasy sports leagues. Plus, follow along with my softball seasons like never before. You also get access to my own emojis to use to comment on my videos and my live streaming shows. For just $5 per month, become a bigger part of my community and get ready for unparalleled sports experience. Let's do this.